Michael, thanks for joining us midweek. Just your final thoughts of the Livingston game last weekend. What did you like and love about the performance?
I think in terms of the performance, I touched on it on Saturday after the game, and obviously in reflection, watching it back, I thought the first 15-20 minutes, we couldn't really get into the game. Probably more personnel on our part, so we changed the shape up a wee bit, and that probably flipped the game in our favour, where we started to get a wee bit more of a foothold in it and control the game more. The pleasing thing for me was, a clean sheet on the road at a difficult place, so that's something that we've touched on as a group to give us the platform to go and try and win games. But listen, overall, I think a point's probably a fair result on reflection. And as I say, watching the game back, we've got a massive chance with Witherspoon. Probably should score, to be honest with you. He knows it as well, so that happens. He had it straight down the barrel with the keeper instead of maybe slipping at the side. But we created a few other opportunities off the back of our shape and the boys being brave. So pleased in that respect. But something to build on going into the weekend's game.
You mentioned there about the clean sheet for Toby Olwayemi. The goalkeeper isn't just the last line of defence these days, it's also the first line of attack. Could you talk us through how you see the goalkeeper position in a team like yourself, building from the back? You see even from the goal kicks, he's heavily involved and clearly a key component in how you want to play and build up the game.
Yeah, listen, Toby's been first class since we came in. He's had these probably few mistakes leading up to us coming in, but I must say since we came in he's been first class, and he's very good with his feet. He's arguably one of the best in the league with his feet, and the way we want to try and play, he's pivotal to that because he can pass the ball as good as anybody on the pitch. So he's been really good for us, and as I say, the way we want to try and build up, it becomes key in that because he can go short, he can also play the longer passes, try and bypass that press. So Toby's been great, and it's important he just stays focused, and ultimately he's a goalkeeper, so he's there to use his hands and help us in that respect, take crosses. But listen, it's something we're working on, something I've spoke to him about, and he'll play a big part for the end of the season.
How do you view the game this Saturday at home at Queen's Park?
It's a game we're looking forward to. Obviously Queen's Park are a good side, well organised. Cam Davison's done a very good job there. They're coming off the back of a famous result for them, obviously at Ibrox as well, so we know how difficult a task it will be. But as I've said before, it's important that we focus on us, what we can do to try and hurt them. Again, we've come up with a few wee plans to try and hurt them, but we need to be bang at it because, as I say, they can hurt you. They've got good players in their team. They've got energy, they've got legs, they've got youth. So it's bodes for a good game, but it's one that we want to try and get a foothold in and ultimately try and win the game.
It's a busy week coming up, 3 matches, but it starts with Queen's Park this weekend. Is it a case of just one game at a time, or do we look at this 3 games in a week as a block and trying to pick up as many points as we can?
Well, naturally, you always, you can't look ahead in football because it'll bite you in the backside, if you get too far ahead of yourself. So Saturday's first and foremost. We'll recover Sunday, we'll go again Tuesday, to then look forward to the following Saturday. So 3 big games, as you say, but it's, the business end of the season. This is when the cooker gets turned up and you get to see who can handle it and who's up for the challenge. So I've got full backing the lads in there. They've been great since I came in. They've took on instruction, understood what we're asking. But I said to you last week, when we went to Livingston, you have to have that other side of your game, and I think you can slowly start to see that. We can defend as a team, we can keep our distances closer, and then we can try and be brave and play as well when we get the opportunity. So yep, it's a busy week. It'll be a tough week, but as I say, this is why we play football. If you're fighting it down the bottom or you're fighting at the top, trying to win stuff. So this is all part and parcel of football, and hopefully the back end of next week can come out stronger than we are just now.
In terms of team news, the 2 players that you mentioned last week that were missing was Matty Todd and Owen Hampson. How are they progressing, and is there any other team news to provide us?
The lads are doing fine. They've been for scans, so they've got their diagnosis with that, and the physio department's looking after them. So I'm hoping they won't be out too long. In terms of this week, we've got a few knocks. Ones we just need to assess tomorrow, and then make a decision on them for Saturday. But if there's lads need to step in, that's why we're here. We're a squad, and it's important that you're ready when you're called upon. And you, as I've always said, you put your best foot forward and try and do your bit for the team and hopefully stay in the team. But no, listen, we'll assess the lads and we'll see where we are come tomorrow afternoon for a decision on Saturday.